Good morning. Welcome to the Date Series. The JW Date Series seeks to provide primary resources about important dates in JW history. The series hopes to benefit students and apologists seeking primary sources for papers and projects. It also hopes to assist Jehovah's Witnesses who are doing research on their history. Each JW date video begins with a brief summary of the date's significance and is followed by a slide presentation with multiple quotes from primary sources. Each is footnoted for ease of access or for writing. The slide presentation itself is available for download at the site listed on the last slide. If you would like other primary resources, please suggest topics in the section below. Thank you, and I hope you find this helpful. Welcome to the date series. We're going to be looking at 1925. There's not an awful lot to say about it. It had been mentioned previously in JW Prophecy, but Rutherford picked that up and ran with it, claiming that in 1925 the Old Testament saints were going to return and that the earth was going to be transformed, kind of the lying laying down with the lamb sort of thing. He assured everybody that this was an absolute going to happen kind of thing, that everybody knew it was true. Unfortunately for him, it did not come to pass. Now, this was the last actual date setting by the Watchtower. In 1975, there was another major date that everybody was looking forward to, but it was not advertised in the same way. It did not come from the Watchtower organization saying this is going to happen in 1975. It was far more subtle than that. So this was the last time that the organization actually made an end time prediction. Subtlety was to be the key word after this time period. Welcome to JW Dates 1925. As always, the last slide in the series will have a link to Google where you can download the slide presentation itself and utilize it for your projects or your papers or whatever. 1925 is the year in which the ancient worthies are going to return. Those saints of old are going to walk among men again. Watchtower, October 15th, 1917, provides a mathematical demonstration of why 1925 is a year at which the saints will return. August the 1st, 1918, speaks about the fact that those ancients will be raised from the dead to live amongst us. August 1st, again, 1918, puts us in a time frame that there will be about a 5-year period prior to their return when it will be difficult to preach or teach because there's going to be a dearth of God's word during that time period. August 1st, 1918. Again, a famine will occur of God's word until those saints arrive. The harp of God, 1921. These faithful men may be expected on earth within the next few years. July 15th in the Watchtower, 1922. This is a chronology that is not of man. God has done this, so we can certainly wait for those saints because they are definitely coming. The Way to Paradise, 1924. Again, a mathematical demonstration of why it is that we should expect the saints in 1925. Same book, The Way to Paradise, 1924, gives a list of those people who will be arriving, and there may be others as well. 1924, same book, They're coming. They're going to be surprised with what they see, but they will adjust to the traffic and the electric lights and the radios. But it's going to be a surprise to them for sure. 1925, The Way to Paradise. Ancient worthies will receive revitalization. They'll be raised up. They'll be whole. They'll be healthy. They'll be here. Millions now living will never die. 1925. Talks about the resurrection of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the faithful ones of old. Going to be restored to perfect health. Millions now living will never die. 1925. The Jubilee cycle will begin in 1925. The earthly phase of the kingdom will be recognized. Watchtower, 1926. Have the ancient worthies returned? No, they've not returned. No one has seen them, and it would be foolish to make such an announcement. As a matter of fact, it was just an opinion. But it goes on to hedge again and say, well, they may come back. But obviously they didn't. So it was a disappointment to the Jehovah's Witnesses.